Oh my goodness, I have to tell you what I did yesterday. It was so embarrassing. I was walking into the office and I bumped into a chair, an empty chair. And do you know what I did?
Oh no. Let me guess. You apologized to the chair?
Yes, I actually looked at the chair and said, "Oh, I am so sorry." And my boss was walking right behind me. He just looked at me and started laughing.
You said sorry to the furniture. That is amazing. But honestly, Chloe, that is such a common habit. We say sorry for absolutely everything. We say sorry when we bump into things. We say sorry when we ask a question. We even say sorry when someone else makes a mistake.
It is so true, especially when you are speaking a second language at work. You feel nervous, so the word sorry just flies out of your mouth 100 times a day.
But here's the secret. Saying sorry too much at work actually makes you look less confident. It makes you look weak.
Exactly. And today, we are going to fix that. We are going to show you how to handle mistakes at work like a confident, professional native speaker without saying sorry every 5 seconds. Hello, English family. Welcome back to the channel. If you want to learn natural, everyday English with friends, you are in the exact right place. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Marcus. Today we're talking about English at work. Specifically, we're going to teach you how to stop saying I'm sorry like a nervous student and start handling problems like a true professional.
We know that making a mistake at work is terrifying, and doing it in English is even scarier. Your heart beats fast, and you just want to apologize 1,000,000 times. But don't worry. Today, we are giving you 5 powerful, everyday expressions that native speakers use when things go wrong.
By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to say to keep your boss happy, protect your confidence, and sound completely fluent. So Chloe, speaking of making mistakes at work, nobody is perfect. Have you ever made a really big mistake at your job?
Absolutely. A few years ago, I made a huge mistake with an important client. Do you want to hear how I handled it?
I would love to. Let's hear the story. Everyone listening, pay close attention to this. Try to catch the special phrases Chloe uses instead of just crying and saying, I'm sorry.
Okay, here is the true story. I was supposed to send a very important report to a client on Friday morning, but honestly, I completely messed up. The deadline totally slipped my mind. When my boss asked me about it at 2 p.m., my heart dropped. But I didn't panic. I looked at him and said, "You are right. That is my fault, but I am going to make it right." I immediately called the client and said, "Thank you for your patience. The report is coming right now." And to make up for it, I stayed at the office 2 hours late to ensure everything was perfect.
Wow. Chloe, that is a masterclass in professional English. You made a huge mistake, but you still sounded so strong and capable.
Thank you. It was scary, but using the right words totally saved my job.
Let's pause right there. You used 5 brilliant native-level expressions in that story. These are the magic words that replace a weak I'm sorry. Let's break them down for our English family so they can use them tomorrow at work.
I'm so excited. Let's do it. What was the very first phrase I used?
The first one was a phrasal verb. You said, I completely messed up.
Ah, yes, to mess up. If you make a mistake, you could say, I made an error. But that sounds like a robot. In real life, native speakers say, I messed up. It means you made a mistake, but it sounds very honest and human.
Right. Admitting your mistake is powerful. When you look at your boss and say, I messed up, it shows that you are honest. You're not blaming someone else. You're taking responsibility.
Exactly. Okay, phrase number 2. Why did I mess up? Because the deadline slipped my mind.
Slipped my mind. This is such a great idiom. What does it mean, Chloe?
Imagine you're holding a wet piece of soap in the shower. What happens? It slips out of your hands. It falls. Your brain is the same way. When an idea or a memory slips your mind, it means it accidentally fell out of your brain. You forgot it.
It is so much better than saying, I forgot. If you tell your boss, I forgot the report, you sound lazy. But if you say, I'm so sorry. The deadline completely slipped my mind. It sounds an honest, busy human mistake. It's very polite.
Perfect. Now, what did I do next? What was expression number 3?
Instead of just apologizing, you took action. You told your boss, I'm going to make it right.
Yes, make it right. This is the most powerful phrase you can use at work. When you break something, you don't just say sorry and walk away. You have to fix it.
Exactly. To make it right means you're going to solve the problem you created. It instantly makes your boss feel relaxed. They think, okay, Chloe made a mistake, but she's fixing it. I don't need to worry.
If you only learn one phrase from this video, learn that one. I will make it right. Okay, phrase number 4. I called the client, but I didn't say sorry for the delay. What did I say instead?
You flipped the script. You said, thank you for your patience.
Yes, this is a psychological trick. When you say, I'm sorry for being late, you're focusing on the negative. You're reminding them that you did something bad.
Right, but when you say thank you for your patience, you're focusing on the positive. You're complimenting them. You're telling them they're kind and patient people.
It completely changes the energy of the conversation. If a meeting starts 10 minutes late, don't run in and yell, I'm sorry I'm late. Just walk in calmly, smile, and say, thank you for your patience, everyone. Let's begin. It makes you look like a confident leader.
I love that so much. And finally, the last expression. You stayed late at the office to make up for it.
Make up for it. This is a little different from make it right.
Yes, this can be tricky for English learners. Can you explain the difference, Chloe?
Of course, make it right means fixing the exact problem. If I break your cup, I buy you a new cup. I made it right. But make up for it means doing something extra to balance the energy.
Ah, I see.
So, if I break your cup, I buy you a new cup, and I also buy you a free coffee. The free coffee makes up for my mistake. It repairs the relationship. At work, if you miss a meeting, you can make up for it by working extra hard the next day.
That is a brilliant explanation. It shows that you truly care about your job and your team.
Okay, so we have our 5 professional phrases. Messed up, slipped my mind, make it right, thank you for your patience, and make up for it.
Now it's time for the practice simulation. This is where we train your ears to hear these words in a real workplace conversation. Let's do a quick role play. Chloe, I'll be your very strict manager. You missed an important team meeting this morning. Let's see how you handle it without over-apologizing.
Okay, I am ready. I will be strong. Listen closely, English family. Notice how these phrases make me sound confident, even when I'm in trouble.
Chloe, we had an important team meeting at 9 a.m. today. You weren't there. What happened?
You are right, Marcus, and I completely messed up. I was working on the new project, and the time for the meeting totally slipped my mind.
Well, we had to make some big decisions without you. It was very difficult.
I understand, and I want to make it right. Can you share the meeting notes with me? I will read them immediately.
Yes, I can send them to you now, but please don't let this happen again.
It won't. Thank you for your patience while I catch up on the notes. And to make up for it, I will finish the weekly report by myself tonight so the rest of the team can go home early.
Wow. Okay, you're forgiven.
Whew, that felt so much better than just crying and saying, I'm sorry 20 times.
It really did. You admitted the mistake, but you never lost your power. You sounded like a manager yourself. Did you hear that, English family? When you use these phrases, people respect you.
And that's the secret, English family. You don't need to be afraid of making mistakes at work. Mistakes happen to everyone. You just need these 5 natural phrases to handle them like a true native speaker.
Remember, learning English is a journey. It takes bravery to speak up at work. The next time you forget something or make a small error, take a deep breath. Do not apologize to the furniture. Use one of these new phrases. We are so incredibly proud of you for showing up today and leveling up your career.
We really are. Every lesson you watch makes you stronger. Now, we have a question for you, and we want to read your answers in the comments down below. What is the hardest or scariest part about speaking English at your job? Is it phone calls? Is it meetings? Let us know down there. We want to help you with it in our next videos.
And of course, if you watch this video all the way to the very end, we have a secret challenge for you. Prove you're a top student by writing the word confident in your comment.
Yes, put the word confident in your comment so we know you stayed with us for the whole lesson. We'll make sure to give a heart and reply to everyone who does. You are building your confidence today.
Thank you so much for sharing a coffee with us today. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and we'll see you in the next lesson.
Bye, everyone.